When I was a boy, there was nothing more fun than listening to my grandfather tell me stories about his childhood. He told me about hunger, about World War II, and after how he met my grandma. I could sit for hours and listen to his adventures, glued to every word he said. My grandpa died of cancer almost a decade ago now, but I can still hear his words daily. I can tell you about his fishing trips with his brothers, but I don't know where they took place. I can tell you that he was in the army and he served, but I've already forgotten how many years. I could tell you exactly how his smile looked, but I've almost forgotten his laugh. I realize my memory is selective, and in time, I'm going to forget most of my grandpa's stories. Yeah, sure, I have a million photos of him and plenty of people can remind me, but I'll never get to hear his life again from his angle, his character, his perspective, his message. That was lost. Now my grandma, she was still alive and in great health when Grandpa passed. Looking at her, I knew that there was no way I was going to allow her story to become forgotten like my grandfather's. I sat her down, I put a camera in front of her, and I began shooting off a million questions for her to answer. This was the beginning to something revolutionary that's now become my spoken story. Over 5 years later, my spoken story has gone from a love for one grandmother to an attempt to save as many family legacies as possible. Our team of certified personal historians and technicians work passionately to record, preserve, and share the history which makes each of us unique. I'm fueled by the knowledge that tomorrow is not gifted to anyone. Our today is an opportunity to save on camera what tomorrow we may not have. My grandfather's memory will forever be with me, and one day I'm excited to tell my grandkids about him while they look at photos and hear his stories. But I'm also going to tell them about my grandma. But instead of telling them about her, I'm going to turn on her video so that they hear her voice and see her smile and hear her legacy from her own mouth. That's what my spoken story allows, for you to speak your legacy into tomorrow.